Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time this is that you are watching this recording. I'm so excited that you have taken just a few minutes out of your day to listen to how I believe that addressing your body can help you be a better mom and a more present mom. Homemakers are the people who, and moms who stay home with their little ones, moms who have children, are the people who make this world go round a lot of times. And a lot of times you're carrying around the weight of the world while neglecting your own self. You make sure that all the boxes are checked and then you don't check your own box. And that's the reason why I wanted to talk to you today, because I wanted to tell you a little bit about how I believe that there are some things that you can do for your own self, and the things that I've done for the last 7 years that have helped me to take care of myself while I'm taking care of everybody else. So let's first off start with the fact that, just like a car, sometimes we're just driving along the road, driving around the highway at 65, 70 miles an hour, and we are speeding through life, and we're seeing blinking lights on the car, but we're ignoring them. We're just ignoring them until we get time and things fall apart, basically, in order for us to go address them. But the blinking light is a sign of a problem. And so how did you get to the blinking light? Like, how does the car stop working? How did the blinking light start, the beeping light? Well, there's a problem. And generally, in our culture and in our country, that is because of one thing called the standard American diet, which is filled with processed foods, not even real food that we process to the place where it's not even real anymore, overuse of antibiotics, and even birth control is a huge thing that can cause a lot of these problems to develop inside of our bodies. And so, what do you do about it? So, there's sort of the problem. And then you begin to see things falling apart. Things are not the way that they used to be. What do you do? Well, first off, you probably go to the doctor, and the doctor gives you medication or gives you a bunch of tests, tells you what's wrong with you, and then offers you a list of medications that you can take that have huge amounts of side effects. And you're probably thinking, okay, that's the only choice that I have. And then you begin to do those things. And then sometimes you go on a train of medication where you're taking one thing and then you have to take another pill to offset this side effect, and so on and so forth. And you just feel like you're just putting band-aids on all of these symptoms that you have. And you really wonder, where's this problem coming from? And so I'm going to share with you a list of things that you might can relate to. So I'm going to put it on the screen right now, and I want you to think about it. I want you to look through this list, and I want you to see how many of these things can I relate to? How many of these things do I have right now? Okay, so you may have seen that you had 5, 10. You may can look at this list and say, I almost have everything on that list. And you're telling me there's something that I can find that might be able to help me with all of these things. And the answer that I have for you is absolutely yes. So it's not something that a whole lot of people talk about, but and it's not something that your doctor's probably going to talk with you about it, because it's a different way of thinking about treating the body. It's more of a holistic approach. But lots of those things that or all those things that I told you, are actually rooted in your gut. Now, you're like, my gut, oh my goodness, what in the world? Why would that even be important? I'm a mom. I don't have time to think about all that. I completely understand, which is why we're having this conversation, because we want to talk about how to help take care of yourself while you're taking care of everybody else. Inside of your gut, there are more cells inside of that place of your body than your whole entire body combined. Okay, so not only that, most of your serotonin is made there, which is a happy thing, makes you feel good. Most of your melatonin that helps you go to sleep at night is made there, and almost all of your immunity is made there. So you can see that it's very important that we learn how to take care of this. And so for 7 years, I have been taking and talking about and sharing with other women and men a product line that I have been taking called Plexus. I'm sure you've probably heard of it by now. And I'm going to show you the basic thing that I believe that most people need to take and try in order to address their inside. And then they will begin to see results from the outside. So just like an onion, there are many layers to our bodies, and all of us are unique and different. And this will be different for every person. You're going to see different results at different times, and you didn't get here overnight, because all of us know we've been ignoring the blinking lights while we're taking care of toddlers and teenagers. And then you go to the doctor and you have a laundry list of things that you're dealing with. So I'm going to show you what I've been taking. Okay, so this is called Slim, which don't worry about the name. Just think of this like a balance product that's going to balance your hormones. Sounds like something we all need. It's going to help you not crave sweets as much. It's going to help you with mood swings. I have had ladies take this, and I've heard reports them say, my husband said that they got their life back. Okay. I noticed results on this within just a few days. I was no longer wanting to take a nap in the afternoon. And I'm not saying I couldn't take a nap if I didn't get a lot of sleep. I'm saying I didn't have to have one in order just to function. I noticed that I didn't have to have caffeine all day in order to function. And there is no caffeine. So every product I'm going to be talking about is completely natural, free of anything gross or garbage, and you can trust putting it into your body. Okay, the second part of that, so this is taking care of just the maintenance of your body, your blood sugar, good things like that. And then you go into the things for your gut. So this is BioCleanse and Probio 5. These are, I'm not going to get all sciencey on you, since I know most of us are mamas and we don't really get time for that right now. All you need to know is that this is going to help balance those good and bad bacteria inside of your gut. One's going to help get rid of the bad, put in the good, and then clean out the bad. And it's going to help every cell in your body, and it's going to help everything that you are doing. So not only that, it is important for you to be using the restroom. A lot of mamas don't hardly take time for themselves, and then they won't go to the restroom for 3, 4, 5 days. That is not good. Mama needs to be going to the restroom, seeing regular digestion move. Okay. So these two are going to help with that. They're going to balance those things out in your body, and it's going to provide a good balance for those things. So those are the products that I've been taking for the last 7 years, and I've been sharing, like I said, with hundreds, probably thousands of women at this point, and men included in that number. But what have I seen? So I'm just going to tell you a couple of stories that I've seen personally, know personal friends who these things have happened to, and then I'm going to let you do the rest. And I'm going to let you pray about it and you think about it and let the Lord guide you on what the best thing is to do for you and your family right now in this situation. So, for example, I have the woman who hardly could go to the restroom at all for a week and used to have surgeries every now and then to fix tears where she wasn't going to the restroom regularly, who now uses the restroom regularly. I have the lady who was in such a bad place that she could not bathe her children at night because she would come home from work. She ran a fever almost every day. She was on her way to the rheumatologist, and her last resort was Plexus, and she tried it. And after a few months, things began to work inside of her body, and she is now thriving and able to manage her autoimmune with Plexus. You also have the lady who was on so many different medications for her things that she was dealing with at a very young age that they told her she could not conceive on those medications. And so she decided to give Plexus a try. And here she is, able to, the doctors she's been taken off of those medications after several months and a year or so of being on Plexus. She's off of those medications, and the doctor has given her the okay to conceive, which is huge. And then you have ladies I hear about all the time, women who could just hardly function during the day without living on a pot of coffee, or women who were just on a host, just bags of medication every day, who have either been gone down to just a couple medications that they take daily or just none at all. So it's an amazing thing. I've seen it work with my own eyes, and I encourage you to ask questions to whoever sent this video to you, and I would love to help you in any way that I personally can. Thank you so much.